Well, hello, I'm Bright Chase, composer, illustrator, and tarot reader. On this channel, I'm investigating tarot reversals, the tarot reflected. We're going to talk about the Five of Cups in this episode of Bright Reflections. Now, if you're a beginner or even a veteran tarot reader, you've had at least one instance where a card drops out of your shuffle onto the table upside down. And it's true that the 78 cards of the tarot have enough variation to give us all of the positive and negative we need to know about a reading. So reversals do seem a little extra. But over time, I found that when cards show up reversed, working with that card a little more adds insight to a reading. Okay, so let me give you my disclaimer, which is that I don't claim to have all the definitive meanings for all the reversed cards here at all. My intention is to explore the possibilities a reversal can offer and hopefully spark your own insight when you read or get a reading. And by the way, I love to read your thoughts on tarot reversals, so feel free to comment below. All right, let's begin. It's funny, this card, the Five of Cups, kept coming up for me about a week ago, and I kept reading it traditionally, the good old Rider-Waite-Smith reading, as grief or remorse or feelings of loss. But this card isn't so much specifically about remorse as it is about the three overturned cups and how we feel about them, whatever those cups may represent. In this way, it becomes one of the few cards I think is really personal, and it actually makes me feel a little uncomfortable to read on it when I'm reading for clients because it hints that there may be something the client doesn't want to talk about. The Five of Cups speaks of feeling bad about something we can't undo. You can't shovel that wine or water back into the cup. So in reverse, well, first let me say I have a funny way of reading cups in reverse. And this applies to the whole suit. To me, when the cups are inverted, it's like whatever is in them is falling out or being poured out. I can't help but feel the impact of gravity on an overturned cup. But in the Five of Cups, gravity's already done its worst, so what happens to an already empty cup when it's turned over? The original Rider-Waite-Smith drawings weren't colored. That happened later, so we don't know what was in those goblets. Wine, water, milk, beer, soda? And what's more, we can't see into the two upright cups, so it's not clear if those cups are a real alternative or answer to the three spilled cups. For all we know, those two cups are empty too. So with the Five of Cups reversed, we might ask, are all the cups inverted? And if so, is it possible that those two extra cups are already empty? If that's the case, then there's really nothing there to lose. Well, maybe that's the meaning. Nothing left to lose. What a great interpretation. In that respect, you could think of taking those spilled cups, washing them out, and putting them in the dish drainer to drip dry. They've been used, washed, and ready to use again. In the Rider-Waite-Smith illustration, there is that cloaked figure. And I'm always drawn to that. What is that person thinking? Is it possible they're wallowing? More broadly, then, you could ask, are you missing the point? Is the lesson the overturned cups offer kind of lost on you? In that way, the Five of Cups in reverse becomes a much more activated card than it is in the upright position. You might have to work to understand what's going on and really connect the Five of Cups in reverse to the cards around it to get a better picture of what it's telling you, but it can be a very valuable indicator in a reading. Another thing that occurs to me, and this again is why I think the Five of Cups is an uncomfortably intimate card, is returns. Look how the figure in the upright, we can't really see who it is, but look how they stand there just staring at the cups. Clearly they've been looking for a while. They're not doing anything. We don't know what they're doing or what they're thinking. It's somehow, to me anyway, it's very uncomfortable, but this contemplation on its head might be a revisitation or a return to that kind of contemplation. A return to the scene of the crime, so to speak, or your feelings unceremoniously revealed, clearly splayed out on the floor. Sort of the tea is spilled. In the Bright Tarot, The Five of Cups reversed emphasizes the energy of poverty or of feeling like the glass is half empty rather than half full. The empty cups that are actually at the bottom of the picture suddenly end up at the top, and they take our focus away from the two full cups, which now become overturned. You can see where focusing on the overturned cups feels like coming back to a situation that maybe you don't need to revisit. The Five of Cups, in general, is my card for the party's over, which is actually how I drew this particular card. The picture makes me wonder, who are the three people who left their empty cups flipped over on the table? And who left the party without having a drink at all? Reversed, it's the unfounded fear that you'll never go to another party again, or at least never throw another party like that again. And that could be good or bad. In that case, it makes me feel like it's a little bit more about wallowing. Hopefully, this has given you something to reflect on and illuminated your connection to the cards and their messages. For more on the Five of Cups, check out my video on the cups reversals and the fives in reverse. Watch for those videos and shorts coming soon. And if you found this video helpful, please post a comment and like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, be well, be bright, and always be.